Alright, so the anime Cells at Work has gotten pretty popular, and I think it would be a sin on my part if I didn't talk about this anime. So, if you aren't familiar with Cells at Work, it's essentially Inside Out, but with the immune system, and it's an anime. So, yes. So that's basically what the premise is about. That being said, here, this is my review of episode 1, Pneumococcus. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure. It hasn't gotten an English adaptation yet because it's a relatively new anime. It's only been around for like 2 months or so. But either way, the story, this episode is, each episode is dedicated to different facts about the body and how it works. This one is about our main character, Red Blood Cell, traveling through the body doing her deliveries. As she's doing one of her oxygen deliveries, a group of pneumococci, however the hell you pronounce it, a bunch of pneumococcuses burst out of the ground and almost kill her until our other main character, White Blood Cell, takes him down and takes all but one down, and he escapes. He leaves, and inadvertently, White Blood Cell saves Red Blood Cell's life, and the two develop a sort of friendship from this point forward. But the one pneumococcus escapes and is trying to make his way to the lungs, because if you aren't familiar with what a pneumococcus is, it's essentially a bacterium that causes pneumonia, hence the name Pneumococcus. But yes, White Blood Cell is unable to find it, and he continues to travel through the body trying to find it. Meanwhile, Red Blood Cell, who is new at her job of carrying all of her oxygen deliveries through the body, is trying to find the lungs. She doesn't know where the lungs are, so basically panic ensues in her mind, on her side of things, until she runs into the pneumococcus in a storage room, who's trying to find his way to the lungs because he doesn't know where he's going either. So he almost kills Red Blood Cell until the White Blood Cell shows up and chases him down, but gives them the slip. And from this point forward, White Blood Cell's little sensor on the back of his hat starts malfunctioning. I'll get into that in a second, but remember that because it's important. And he volunteers to help Red Blood Cell get to the lungs in exchange for him going to help her by basically ensuring protection and making sure he finds the pneumococcus and eliminates it. Meanwhile, the helper T cell has made an announcement that he's going to be initializing the killer T cells, where basically the SWAT team of the body, their job is to is to help out when germs are running amok and the white blood cells aren't enough. They're essentially the SWAT team of the body. They just breach and clear and look and kill the viruses on sight, which is cool. But they don't really contribute much to the story. They're just kind of there and scare Red Blood Cell into being safe from the pneumococcus, because he tells them a wives' tale about how, well, not so much a wives' tale, but he tells her that the lead killer T cell basically tells her, hey, stay away from this thing, because it is going to use you for food. And that essentially scares her, because she's the scared little girl type. And as they're going through, they eventually do find the lungs, and we also get to see what the interpretation of platelets is. And they're just little kids trying to do construction work. It's adorable. So yes, that is probably the best part of the entire anime, just seeing the little platelets just do little construction work, even though they're little tiny children. It's so cute. But anyway, eventually Red Blood Cell reaches her destination and they part ways, and instantly, as soon as she parts ways, White Blood Cell realizes something's up, because as soon as Red Blood Cell walks away, his sensor stops going off, and then he realizes, oh, there's something wrong. There's something wrong here. I better go check on her. And check on her he does, because at that exact moment, as she figures out where she's supposed to go due to her senpai telling her where to go, and she figures it out, the Pneumococcus reveals himself to have been hiding in the package the whole time, and essentially threatens to kill every red blood cell carrying nutrients, and decides to start with our titular red blood cell, with our starring red blood cell. But white blood cell figures this out, intervenes, and basically tricks the Pneumococcus into trapping himself in a capsule, and he's sneezed out of the body. Which is how the episode ends. And then the two part ways because the whole body system and all that, and they realize they may never see each other again simply because there's so many red blood cells and so many white blood cells, and the two may never see each other again. But it also ends on a really funny note, because at that exact moment, they get a warning that another germ has invaded the body, and the entire thing kicks off again. So yeah, that's how the episode ends. It ends on a funny note, and I love this anime so much because not only does it actually teach you things about how the human body works, but it also teaches you about different types of germs and how they can affect the body, and what they do and how they behave and all that, while also portraying them in the form of a shonen battle anime type thing, with the white blood cells being action heroes like Goku, and just destroying the white blood cell, the germs in a single punch. It's amazing, and I recommend you watch it, but I will have to leave it here because I think that would be a good idea for the end of this review, because it's a review for an episode, of course it's the end. But if you guys have in fact seen this episode, I want to know, what do you guys think? Let's get a discussion going in the comments section down below, or over on my Discord server, link in the description as per usual. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like and the subscribe button. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!